close to game time now. How's the preparations been? I know obviously down in Sydney now, so all ready to go.
No, it's going fine, Andrew. Thank you.
Thanks for that. That was good. Laurie, I'm sure you'll give us a bit of an insight. How are they all going? Got a couple of rookies in the side. How have they settled in the camp this week?
Yeah, no, our preparation's been great. Can't fault the boys. They're excited. They're keen. As is the coach. But it's just a great time of the year. I mean, it's the game that everyone wants to be a part of. It's a game that we've grown up watching. Had the pleasure of playing in it, and now to have the pleasure to coach this team is a big thrill. And for us, it's a challenge, but one we're really excited about. You know, as a player, you've obviously got yourself to take care of, and you put your trust and your faith in the coaching staff, and now that's what I'm hoping the players will do for me. We've been getting along really well. It's an exciting, as I said, it's an exciting game to be a part of, and I suppose you wish you could play every week. Yeah, they've been a great side, no doubt about that, and that's the challenge that we face. They got 5 or 6 of the game's greatest players, and but all we can do is be ready. Our preparation suggests we'll be ready, and then it'll come down to the 80 minutes, and we'll see what we got. Mitch has just turned 24, or hasn't turned 24 yet. He's played 9 Origins now, and I'm looking for Mitch just to play his role in the team. And for the first time in a while, we've got variation in our kicking game, which I think is very important. We've got a fullback that can kick, 5'8", that kicks from the left side of the field. We've got a hooker that can kick. So we've got all bases covered.
I think we cope with it very well. We're a very experienced bunch. We've been together for a while, a bit like a family, I guess. And our camps are set around making sure that there's a lot of enjoyment, a lot of fun. We train to the best of our abilities, and obviously when we play to our potential. So it's all built around that. Really, we try to take the expectation off our shoulders a fair bit, but they're all experienced professional players, and we prepare accordingly.
Now, 7 or 8 years ago, you're sitting in Laurie's spot right now. Do you feel any sort of sympathy for him or anything for him being first year in and trying to...
I can't ask those questions. Come on. What we do, we just worry about ourselves. We just worry about what we can bring to the team and the environment we can provide for the players, and that's basically what we can do. We can't go out there and play. We'd like to, I guess. I think you talk to most ex-players that played at Origin level. This is the most exciting time of the year, and they all say to you they wish they could play, if they could. But we just sit there and we start twiddling our thumbs a little bit. We got one more train session each, and we sit in that box and we get really anxious, and we send messages down, and hopefully those messages are getting on the field and to the right people, and hopefully the team's playing really well. So that's but a lot of our work is already done. Really, to be honest with you, and for me it's just getting myself right and the Queensland team right.
Is that first game in 2006, is that still fresh in your memory?
I can remember it, yes. Yeah, vividly. And I can remember what happened afterwards as well, in regards to the criticism we copped afterwards. So that sort of helps you, motivates you to keep doing what you're doing really well, and not be, not to sort of, to try and change things up as much as you can, trying to make it as interesting and stimulating as you possibly can for the players. There, as Laurie said, we've got some fantastic quality people and some of the greatest players ever played the game playing in the Maroon side. So it's an easy gig, but at times it's a hard gig.
Well, there's one in that 2006 game, Matt Scott. He actually debuted in that game one. I mean, I suppose it's the evolution of the squad now. He's probably taken over as that field leader. Can you tell us how he's, I guess, being with Petro and Steve Price both not there now?
Well, he's been under Steve and and Petro, you know, through those years. So, you know, he sees the way those experienced players prepare and how they communicate with the team and how they carry themselves around the team. And, you know, Matt's, you know, progressed and developed into, you know, a fine player. And, you know, he's one of our leaders. But, you know, I mean, talk about leadership with our footy side. It's not, I mean, you look at our team, it's, you know, it's full of leaders. It's not one person that's going to lead the you know, our forward pack or, you know, the way we play on the field. We've got a series of leaders who, you know, hopefully will, you know, help the team, you know, and do some things that's going to benefit the team in the long run. You know, I try to be relaxed, but it's hard. It's like a duck, you know, on top of the water with your legs going really quickly. You know, you're fairly anxious about how things go, but you know, you try to portray that you're calm and calculated, and you know, you got things under control. But you know, you get anxious, and I think nerves is a good thing though too. You know, I think nerves tells you that your headspace is in the right area, and you want to do well. That's what nerves tells you. You know, you want to do really well. You want to do well for your team, and you know, and you just keep on being. That's what happens when you're a coach. Just keep on being.
Oh, he's a mate of mine, and obviously we've been through this before as players, so nothing changes. I want to win. He wants to win. Probably won't talk to one another on the night. But,
no, definitely not.
But sure, after the game we'll shake hands and move on. No, I mean, I sort of know a lot of the guys. Some I don't know that well, but you know, you know them from just being around at the games. But no, I think in terms of the way players these days prepare themselves, certainly not better than in our day. They're you know, individually they know how to get themselves right, yeah, that's been a blessing for me in terms of, you know, not having to do a great deal in terms of getting them focused and understanding what's required. I think last couple of years we've had self-belief. I think probably before that we didn't. I think, you know, we've got self-belief now, but it's now a matter of obviously playing to our capabilities. If we don't play to how we want to play, we won't get the result we want. But you know, we know there's a lot of hard work, and you know, we'll have some you know, tough periods of the game, but we've got to be strong throughout that period and come out the other side.
Well, apparently, I heard that the pre-game entertainment got a UFO flying down into the middle of ANZ Stadium. They got a few people, I'm not quite sure what's aliens coming out of that plane, and they're coming into the Queensland dressing room and the motivational speech, and they're going to jump back on that UFO. They're going to fly back to, I think it's Mars they come from, and that's in Queensland too, apparently. And there's some really good athletes up there, apparently, so beware, we might throw a few on the bench. We'll see what happens. The minute you become stagnant, there's the minute, you know, you probably need to retire or move on, you know. So whilst the team is moving forward and developing and continuing to improve, well, you know, I think Origin's going to be well and alive, and New South Wales will be doing exactly the same thing. Man, Dad's Army, please, man. What are we? We averaged 30 years of ages, or 28. You know, I guess it's a young man's sport, I suppose, but, you know, I mean, it's not that old, really, is it? Surely. You know, most of us, you know, particularly the elite players, they played to, you know, 33, 34. Petro played to 36. Steve Price played to 36. You know, so we've got a few more years left in those old legs just as yet. But yes, succession plan is really important, and you really got to have a focus an eye onto the future, and that's why we're bringing in people like, you know, Matty Gillette and Ben Teo and Chris McQueen of recent time. That's why we have Daley, Cherry Evans and Josh Papali, Justin O'Neill, you know, in our squad at the moment. So because you can't stand still, you've got to, you know, keep on implementing or keep on putting those players into the group, so that transition, when there's time for a good transition, it'll happen and occur.